Toastmaster Nisha Gandhi from the Dubai Toastmasters Club, Area 20, Division B, District 105. As we celebrate our 25th anniversary on 9th April this year, we've invited a few stalwarts of the Dubai Toastmasters Club for a brief interview to discuss their journey with the club. Let's extend a warm welcome to Toastmaster Dr. Balan Vijay Kumar for our session today. Dr. Balan Vijay Kumar completed his MBBS from Goa Medical College, Goa, India, and MD Psychiatry from Central Institute of Psychiatry, Ranchi, India. Subsequently, he was a senior resident at NIMHANS, that is National Institute of Mental Health and Neurosciences, Bangalore, India. He was also a lecturer at Christian Medical College, Vellore, India, and worked as an assistant professor at Kasturba Medical College, Manipal, India. He has been working in the UAE since 1998, and his areas of interest include psychopharmacology and cognitive behavior therapy. He currently works as a psychiatrist at his own clinic called Al Sur Specialist Clinic. He's been with Toastmasters for the last 15 years and held different positions within and outside the club as follows. Vice President Membership Lagoon Club 2007, Vice President Education Lagoon Club 2008, President Lagoon Club 2009, President Dubai Toastmasters Club 2010, Sergeant at Arms Dubai Advanced Toastmasters Club 2010, President Sharjah Debate Toastmasters Club 2020, and Vice President Education Sharjah Debate Toastmasters Club since Jan 2021. We're absolutely honored to have you on board, Dr. Balan, for today's session. Shall we start?
Yes, Nisha, go ahead.
Dubai Toastmasters Club is celebrating its 25 years of existence. How do you feel about that?
Great sense of nostalgia. Great feeling to have been a part of the club for many years and to have contributed and to have gained in this process. It's been really a wonderful journey with Dubai chapter, Dubai Toastmasters now.
Can you take us through your journey with Dubai Toastmasters?
Well, one thing I'm very proud of, I've rarely missed a meeting over the past 15 years. If I'm in UAE, I have been attending. It's always been a club with members from many different nationalities. So the atmosphere has been very lively, rich, and it's always been a very active and lively club. The most important thing about Dubai chapter is the standards that we have maintained. President after president, we have been very lucky to have had leadership that goes into the detail, makes sure that everything is well organized. The agendas are made perfectly, the roles are done perfectly. It's set the standard for Toastmasters in this region. Every club lives up or tries to live up to our standards. So I think that I think is the great achievement that we are all proud of.
Do you recollect your first visit to our club and what made you decide to join the club?
I first joined Lagoon Toastmasters in Sharjah. That is a Monday club. So I used to take work off on Monday evenings. So the other Monday evening was free because that used to meet on alternate days. So I found out that Dubai chapter also meets on the alternate Monday. So that is how I approached Dubai chapter. Maybe a few meetings after I joined Lagoon Toastmasters, I also joined Dubai chapter. So that is how I came. The first meeting I very much remember because I didn't know the way, and I can't remember now. There was a very committed member who literally guided me as I was driving to the club. So that's my very first memory of the club and its members. And subsequently, I never looked back. I'm here now 15 years later.
How has the association with Dubai Toastmasters helped you in your personal and professional life?
I always had a feeling that I had a lot to say, but probably was not naturally gifted with the skill to do that. So for me, Toastmasters was just the right platform. The first day I attended a Toastmaster meeting, I knew that this is the place that will help me with self-development. So it's reached a position now that whenever there is a scientific gathering, I am invited as a speaker. I frequently am speaking at conferences. Uh, there are many in my field who are very good at their subject, but may not be able to communicate as well as me. And after speaking, many of them come up and ask me, Doctor, how do you learn to speak like that? So that is my greatest joy. And of course, the leadership skills, they percolate, they have every aspect of life, from family to friends to definitely running my own clinic. The leadership that I have learned and acquired from Toastmasters uh, goes a long way. I have invited so many people to Toastmasters, particularly my colleagues and those who have a background in science. They are brilliant people, but they don't communicate well, and that has always been a markdown for many of them. So I think more professionals, more scientists more doctors should join Toastmasters.
Can you tell us about the people who have influenced you in your Toastmasters journey? Who was your mentor, and any particular learning that you cherish till date?
Now, I tell you how I see the process of Toastmasters, and indirectly that is an answer to your question. Whenever somebody comes and joins our club, he unwittingly contributes his personality, his ability, his skill to the club, and he learns from everybody else. Now, after he leaves the club, his learning continues to remain in the club through the other members whom he has influenced. So this club is an amalgamation, a bringing together of the thoughts and ideas of many, many leaders of the past. The tone that they set, the rhythms that they said, the words that they said, nothing dies because they remain in our hearts and our minds and continues to influence us. Specific members, many of them. I can tell you so many of them. Mohammad Murad, the VP, Uma, Loy, the list goes on. The list goes on. I can keep on recounting names, and I'm worried I have been in Toastmasters for so long. I may forget some of them, but the point is, everyone has influenced me. Sometimes we learn from those who are struggling to learn. The effort that they put in, the energy that they have, the sincerity with which they pursue. And I've learned most from those who have persisted with the journey. There are some who come for 2 years and then they leave, but there are those who have stuck around and persisted with Toastmasters. And I think they are the ones who have gained the most. And from them, we have gained the most.
Every club has its own speciality, a culture that it brings with it. Is there anything you've seen that is unique to our club?
Oh, absolutely. I am a member of many clubs, and every club brings its own personality. Our strength is that we have members from many different nationalities. A, B, we've set very high standards in terms of club management, and we set a standard in terms of the projects that we do. And generally, everything is so well coordinated and managed that most clubs don't even come near that standard. And you can see that, even in COVID times, I remember the last meeting we had an online attendance of 40 plus.
Yeah.
Very few clubs in the world today, I can tell you, can boast of such a large number during the lockdown days. And I'm happy to see that even during these difficult times, we continue to get new members. That's fantastic. That shows the efficiency with which the club is run, the club is organized, marketed, spoken about, and it's very much in our hearts. That is why when we call somebody, they come, they visit, and then they join us.
What is the best memory that you associate with our club?
I came to Toastmasters with very limited communication skills. And for me, to compete at the highest level, I've won the club area division many times. And to compete at the district, representing the club, for me personally has been the uh, biggest achievement, biggest charm. Uh, those memories and the confidence that it has given me, I think, and the techniques that it taught me, the techniques of communication, leadership, the techniques of humor. Humor was something that never came near me. So I discovered that I have talent for humor. I was able to develop it in such a way that's become a part of my life. So all these skills are definitely from Dubai chapter, which means that the best moment that I remember is winning the humorous contest somewhere way back, maybe about 13 or 14 years back in the club. And that was a turning point because that was a moment of self-discovery for me.
Any message to the newcomers of the Dubai Toastmasters Club?
Yeah, this is a program where you should give it time and you should give it effort. You should be consistent and you should be open to criticism. Many people use Toastmasters as a forum where they take it as a self-validation. Look, I have the skill and I'm here to show off. This doesn't last for a long time. I think those who really continue in Toastmasters are those who are very open to development. They take criticism well. They take the suggestions well. Maybe criticism is not the right word. Maybe they are always looking for material, for points where they can improve, and they search for that. And it's a lifelong journey. I remember when I went to Bahrain. I think Bahrain had its first club in 1963. And I was shocked for me, this is many years back, immediately after I joined Toastmasters, to find Toastmasters who have been active for more than 25, 30 years. And it is these people and their love for Toastmasters, their commitment, how much they have gained through the process. For me, it was very enlightening. And for me, therefore, the journey of Toastmasters became a lifelong passion. And let's say I go back to my home country, I'll still be in Toastmasters. So my advice to the newcomers is think about it as a platform, as a tool, as a journey for a lifelong period. And don't look at it at a 6-month or 1 year campaign. It's here for you for the long haul.
Dr. Balan, welcome to the rapid fire round. I will be asking you a few questions which can be answered in a word or a sentence spontaneously. So let's begin. What is that something that you can't do?
Sing.
Are you a morning person or a night person?
Morning, very much morning person.
If you could trade lives with anyone for a day, who would it be?
Maybe myself in my childhood.
What is that one thing that you're most afraid of?
Losing control, getting angry.
What would you change in your country if you were made president for a day?
End corruption for good. Make it a seriously punishable offense.
What is the best compliment that you've ever received?
That I'm a humorous person.
One word that comes to you when you think about Toastmasters?
Honesty.
Any special message to the club on its 25th anniversary?
The moments we spend with Dubai chapter in particular and Toastmasters in general are the most precious moments. And when you come to Toastmasters, make it worthwhile for yourself and prepare well so that you make it worthwhile for others too.